They put their foot in this shit. DR, what's up, man? Oh Lord. All right. I did, man. I was in there trying to gush to my brother about the shit, man. They put their foot in this shit. Dr, what's up, man? Facts.
I would have. I'm that kind of guy. I'll put the hand out
Facts.
right at you.
Like, do you want to sing along?
Yeah. You know you like. Hey, you know you like the song. You know you hear it.
Jam.
You know you hear it.
It's a jam. YouTube, uh, don't strike us down for being
Oh shit.
music lovers and
Yeah, for real.
appreciative of the entertainment known as music.
Let's not let him get. Let's not let him get.
Was that good enough?
Yeah, I mean, good apology, but they're still gonna shut you down. Or at least
Shit.
shut
Bro,
your
they just
volume.
send me emails all the time,
Uh,
bro. All the
uh,
time, bro. And I'm like, this guy,
most people,
they're like, no, you
they
can't
don't care.
watch this in Russia. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. Certain countries can't watch certain things, man. It's always funny. Like your video is blocked in certain countries. I'm like, well, is it blocked in the United States? No. All right. Well, all right. Good. Shit.
He said,
I'm
what shit,
more
bro?
I'm more worried about that than other places. Shit.
I really would appreciate, though, that just don't mess with them. Just don't mess with them. We not out here to, you know, uh, condemn anyone's character or steal anything from anyone. We just
It's
two
like an
guys
example.
that don't know any better and just love hanging out.
Exactly. We're just here to jam, listen to
So
some
yeah,
music, watch
it's
some
like I
videos.
said, we're not trying to do nothing vicious, for real. And on that note,
Ready?
uh, welcome, VodCast.
Welcome.
Uh,
It's a big
Also,
one.
yeah,
Important one.
before we start, I need to let everybody know, it's time for the annual BTG meetup.
Yes. Oh,
It,
everybody bring
I
your
don't know.
BTG
I don't know.
pops.
I don't know what if that's officially what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. And
I like it.
yeah, we about to meet up again, this year, and it's about to be great. I'm gonna make
Got
sure I
a
take plenty
new
of
member coming on
videos,
the meetup.
pictures, and shit. So I'll share that on the appropriate social media platforms and do it the appropriate way.
The appropriate way, he says. Ooh,
You
that's
know how
not
people do their glamour, Instagram shots and like, oh, wish you were here,
yeah, yeah.
or yeah, so I'll figure out how to do it, but about to be a good
Oh, yeah.
time.
It's gonna be amazing.
I
You
think
got a
about
new member
showing up.
coming.
Yeah, I
You got
think
a new
about
member
showing up.
coming. Well, if you ain't coming, make sure you get that ticket to somebody so it gets used out.
Very true, very true. Because we don't want to throw that down the drain.
No, there was, or you're gonna say I could just you can just refund it or something. So I'm gonna, if you're not gonna, I'm just gonna need that back. If you're not gonna use it, I'm gonna, need that
Oh,
part
you
that
don't.
I help a little, then
Oh
and
yeah,
donate it.
yeah,
You
yeah,
call it. If
yeah.
you're not gonna like,
About that.
yeah, yeah. What?
N- Never received any
Yeah.
funds. Never received anything, Your Honor, from this man.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my story, and I'm gonna stick to it. And hopefully,
That's okay.
that's
That's okay,
I
man.
know. Hopefully, I don't get sued.
That's okay. Another quiet little.
Like, Your Honor, he say he want his hundred some dollars back. You're like, damn, Your Honor, you brought me all the way to New York for this.
For the Yep.
You put on a nice suit.
Yep. I
Suit
paid my
costs
lawyer
more than your fucking
paid the
lawsuit.
lawyer in the court like $10,000 just to get
Yeah,
$100 for
like
your ass.
damn, dude.
I'm gonna get it too. Goddamn.
That's
I don't
fucked
care
up,
what
dog.
I don't care what I gotta pay to get it. Okay.
I'm gonna show up with.
So personally, I suggest you just use the ticket.
You might be right. You might be right. But this gives me the opportunity to show up with a little like dog and try to get like sympathy points. Like, Your Honor, I was just like rent a dog for a day because I don't actually have one. So if I had one, then it'd be a lot easier.
Go to the Humane Society. I borrowed this dog for a couple hours.
I'll bring them back
I'll bring him back.
full belly. I'll feed them and everything.
No, like, no, you got to adopt. Like, no, I just need to borrow them. I'll feed them, take them for a walk, potty.
I'll bring them back. Yeah, like he'll be alright.
It'll be good. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Be fine. Be fine. Right.
It's like a night out. It's like a day out with the boys.
So sympathy points for me. They're still gonna get my ass though. As soon as they see me, like shut it down. Give him his money.
I'll the gavel right away.
Like, damn, I didn't even say anything, Your Honor.
No, you said enough. Walking in. No,
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, you told on yourself. Like, true.
Pictures speak 1,000 words, bro. Pictures speak 1,000.
That's what I look at the judge like. Respect. You good.
Gotta take the dog back, man.
Run with
it.
I feel like this is gonna happen a lot at the cabin. We're gonna end up going into these tangents that go on forever.
Go on.
Yes.
We're really good at playing out hypothetical situations. We're really good at it.
Yeah.
We need to turn these into YouTube videos. That would be fucking hysterical.
Can we get somebody to animate it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Animate
Yes.
it. Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Shorties watching the Shorties?
Yeah. I do.
It would be like that because they would take the real stand-up comedy and they would turn it into an animated story. They could just take our stories.
Honestly, I think that's where the idea of my brain came from. When I just said it, I think that's where I was basing it on. It had to be because it was something. It was that, and it was one other thing I seen like that was so funny that I was like, yeah, this is nice. So yeah.
Shorties watching Shorties was way too short-lived.
Yeah.
It was only around for like 2 seasons. It was such a fun show.
And rest in peace, my boy, for real.
Oh yeah, Patrice.
Yep. That shit was, like I said, like you said, it was short lived, bro, but it was hilarious.
Oh God, it was so funny. I don't know how they couldn't keep it going. People had to just be enjoying it. Yeah, all you were doing was taking other people's stand up and animating it. Money, just money.
Yeah, like you said, it had. Maybe one day we'll dig into it for real.
Yeah, it was around that came out around the same time Crane Cankers came out. Remember that? Fucking show. When that show the first time it came out was fucking hilarious.
Yes. Yeah.
They were so ridiculous. They didn't give a shit what they said, bro.
That shit was so good, man. That shit was so good.
And then after that, it was drawn together.
Oh yeah, and I remember a lot of people. Yeah, and a lot of people was on the fence about that. I liked it though. I was watching it.
I thought it was fun just because of the interaction between all the different era and different kind of cartoons. That shit was so funny. They were so stupid.
I think it caught me at the right age too, for real.
Yeah, I think we were young enough to enjoy the immaturity.
Exactly.
Enjoy the immaturity and shit.
We were still in that bracket, for real. Damn, bro, see, don't do that, bro. You running down all these throwback shows.
Great shows, bro. There's some great shows.
Yeah.
Fun.
Make me realize too how much we don't have anything now. Like we don't have that as much. It's still good stuff, but it's totally not different. It's not the same at all.
No, you can't get away with a lot of stuff they did. A little bit sketchy in today's day and age.
It's like everything was back then was considered sketchy now, for real.
Bro, for real, because that was what was so funny. Everybody loved
the sketchiness.
Sketchy, literally, that was what makes, because that's the funny stuff. That's the funniest stuff. It still is the funniest stuff. You're just hurting people's feelings now. That's the big difference. It's still the funniest.
Put it like this, man. I everybody can't be South Park, and the few that do get away with it. It's like everybody can't be that, for real. And a lot of people just wanted to be that.
South Park literally was trying to get themselves canceled for like seasons because they didn't want to do it anymore.
I'm done, please.
Yeah, they were getting racier and racier, but everybody just loves it. Everybody just loves it. Because that's the funniest stuff. People just don't like to deal with the blowback of getting in trouble. Like, because they still people give them a hard time all the time because they make fun of everyone. They don't give a shit.
See, right, and that's what
might also help them.
For the two things that separated them, timing has a lot to do with it as well, but they, like you said, they made sure that they made fun of everybody, and then they did that shit from the beginning. It's like that's what it was.
That's
either you liked it or you didn't, but that's what it was.
They've never tried to hide it or make it out to be anything else. Yeah, it's like that's literally what we're gonna do.
If you're gonna stand on business, and that's what they did. So
gotta respect that too, right?
Yeah.
Being able to stand on business like that.
For real, it's a lot to be said when you stand on business. A lot to be said, for real. Might take you a minute. People might not necessarily like you about it, but you gotta stand on your business, man. And on that note, let's watch some goddamn videos, man, because I'm not sure what is happening with any of these. Except for one.
This guy's so this is a professional slap boxer, and from the slap league, and Jack dude with his shirt off is like one of the bodybuilders from the the bodybuilding competitions and shit. And I guess he challenged him to a slap fight, and I just don't think it's gonna go well for the bodybuilder. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I had to guess, big Samoan buddy's gonna slap the fuck out of him. Like who would you take in this? Just that first.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to. Slapping. I wouldn't. At this point, I feel like it has to be some type of art to the slap, right?
Mm-hmm. And you gotta have a good chin.
And you gotta have a good chin.
You have to be used to getting slapped too. On top of being able to good at slap, you have to be used to that.
Just trying to use my. I'm gonna tap in and say, slap, guy.
And on top of that, I feel like I've watched enough years of wrestling to know that Samoans have really strong heads. Really fucking strong and sturdy head. You don't want to slap a Samoan or headbutt. Like, you don't. It's not going to go well for you 98% of the time.
Yeah, you're right about that. I agree. For real.
Alright, we're in agreement. Cool. Turn it up a little quick.
Alright, so boom. I spammed my inbox with videos of Larry Wheels taking on the current super heavyweight power slap champion.
Oh, that shit weak.
The crazy Hawaiian. And he ate that slap. Look how much muscles Larry Wheels got. His muscles got muscles. And it barely moved this big-ass Hawaiian's face.
That's
but
he's
more cut up than Nicole Brown Simpson or Jeffrey Dahmer victim. Look at the size of his pectorals.
Dude,
bigger than the conflict between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Probably got a platinum gym membership. Came out the womb with a dumbbell. Somebody gonna have to let me know in the comments section. Is this Larry Wheels gym or is this one of those content gyms? Because if I pulled up to get a tricep exercise and I see a big ass motherfucker slapping another motherfucker, I might cancel my membership. He got a mouth guard in like this is gonna protect him. This was a bad idea.
Down, bro. Oh no. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Ready to go night night. Ready to go night night.
Oh.
I don't even think he slapped him that hard. It didn't even look like he slapped him that hard.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hell, somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. Somebody's gonna die. Batista just got knocked, slapped the hell out. That's what just happened. Batista is down. Batista is down.
You do look like a young Batista cut out, too.
You got to be one twisted, demented motherfucker to willfully get your ass slapped in the face in the presence of your own people for recreational purposes. This man's excited to have another human being put their palm across his zygomatic
why is he celebrating?
Homie flex, and he still has his teeth intact. This the type of tomfoolery I would have done if I had insurance.
This is what guys
it's one thing if you were actively competing in power slap, but you're doing this shit for shits and giggles. Slap this man again. Fuck that.
He gets up celebrating. Why? You done? You lost.
Completely like
personally, I'm in pretty good
took your
shape,
lunch,
but I've
bro.
never seen veins
He was out for a
activated
couple
on
seconds.
somebody's
Yeah,
back.
dude, his
What
veins
factory
did
reset
activate when he got
button did
slapped.
this man press? Somebody should have told
Watch it,
Larry
watch
to
it,
eat some
watch
of
it, watch it.
Popeye's
See if he
spinach
gets
and
slapped.
send the muscles from his biceps up to his chin. Man's got slapped so hard he had to showcase the drip. Look how he poking out his leg. You gonna see these brand new running shoes one way or another. But peep his face though. Man's nearly swallowed his own mouth guard.
Just call me Deep Throat.
That's why I don't understand. He gets up
as if
like
he just cut his tongue on hard candy given to
I guess
him
he's
by Big
celebrating
Mama
'cause he
at
didn't
the
die.
church. Got his pasta all the way fucked up. Got him laying there like a question mark. Hope he was wearing a diaper.
But
no
he
doubt
did.
in my mind he just
He
shat
died
himself.
for about
I'm
3
all for
seconds.
trying new things and attempting crazy things
But he
at
gets
least
up
once,
celebrating.
depending on the situation. But look at this man's face. He saw his
look.
ancestors
He's
probably
out.
travel
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
past and the future. Look how wide his eyes got.
perish.
You would have thought a harlot
You were
bit
in the
on his
afterlife.
testicles in the midst of a blowjob. That's the look of a man who owes the IRS money in back taxes. Lifted all them weights just to get your ass put to sleep. He got knocked out from the east to the west. Back to the east.
And then back to the
west.
Yeah, he did. Snake?
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
Snake?
Good.
It's not often a girl makes my influencer sociopath list, but here we are. Natalie Reynolds absolutely dominating the global online competition for lowest IQ behavior.
I knew I had to say
Natalie
this.
is a 25-year-old IRL kick streamer that exemplifies the anything for clout mentality these young brainlets seem to adopt in their quest to rage bait their way up the social media ladder.
You can't catch me! You can't catch me!
She didn't always suck so bad, though. Like many girls in their late adolescent years, she built a large following on TikTok with cringe couples content with her now ex-boyfriend and spamming thirst traps. Par for the course for our future powerful young lady bosses. Here's a little
Why
taste
didn't
for
you just
the
keep
ruin
doing that?
mode.
That would work fine.
Tuesday.
What is she doing to the bed? Oh.
Zach!
Wednesday.
Zach! Are you kidding?
Thursday.
Zach, you're done, Zach!
Friday.
Yeah, that just goes on way too long. How about this one?
Hey, babe, can I have a napkin?
This is great content. I love
Thank
this
you,
shit.
babe. Thank you so much. Thank you, baby.
Yep.
This is great content. Yeah, this is
Just
great
top
content.
tier Zoomer
I
cringe
love it.
here. She then graduated though.
Oh, she
and stepped
graduated?
it up to insufferable street interviews, which
Oh,
there is
nice.
a ton of clips from.
no.
And when I say street interviews, I mean
What does
what
that
seems
mean?
to be just hundreds and hundreds of clips of her going up to strangers and saying kiss or slap.
Excuse me, I have a question. Kiss or slap?
Huh?
Kiss or slap?
Huh?
Slap.
Isn't that your girlfriend?
Yeah.
You're okay with it?
Probably not.
Seriously?
Probably
It's
not.
better than kiss.
Okay.
No, he's
Okay.
better than kiss.
All right.
Better than kiss? Okay. Thank
Probably
you.
not.
Excuse me, kiss or slap? From who? We don't know what you're talking about.
Certainly
We don't
she
know what you're
asks
talking
other
about.
questions, right?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Kiss or slap? Kiss or slap? Kiss or
Oh,
slap? Kiss or
Jesus
slap?
Christ.
Huh? Kiss or slap?
You know what?
Ma'am,
Maybe it's better
ma'am.
she just keep it
She
simple.
brought-
So as is tradition with social media
does she want you to
relationships,
slap her?
hers eventually
I don't
fell
fucking
apart.
know.
And to fill the void
I'm
left
like that
by the
old lady.
lack
I don't know
of
what
cringe
you're talking
couples
about.
content,
Right? Yeah.
she
wait,
went the
what?
Jack Doherty
Huh?
route of just being an annoying shit for
I'm
brains.
just over
IRL
here
kiss
chatting with my
desperately
homie. I
doing
don't
everything in her power for
eat some
attention at all
lunch. I don't-
costs. This is her showing up to a
Go away
public
from
gym
me.
with painted on clothes. I
Yeah,
guess.
for real.
What?
Oh no.
I don't want to be in your TikTok video.
I do have clothes on.
Go closer.
I work in the industry enough to know.
It's body paint.
He's saying you need to leave. He's not.
I love this guy. Right out of the gate, just no time for bullshit. He's like, are those? Yep, they're painted on pants.
Painted
You're a
on.
hoe. You need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And of course,
I
the
like that.
cameraman
Get
she's
by
with
her.
is egging her on, like, ooh, get closer
Get
to
closer,
her.
get closer,
Ooh,
yeah.
go do some squats. Go. Ooh.
I swear I heard it too.
Yeah, she's
I heard it
covered.
too.
I'm recording just her.
Yeah, you're the one that actually came up to me.
Right, right.
He's a fucking.
Right. What a fucking loser.
What do they think?
What a fucking
What a
loser.
fucking what an asshole. He's not gonna let me be here in my body paint.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
just
I
do
already got
shots.
press.
We're gonna get kicked out. We just gotta start doing stuff.
Here,
We
wait,
just
we
gotta
have to
start
go
doing
in this
stuff.
corner.
This is literally my least favorite type
Just
of
gotta start
person.
doing
Just
stuff. We just gotta
everywhere
start
they
doing
go
stuff.
is like
Gotta
a
start
band
doing
together with a camera. Just always, oh yeah, we gotta stay occupied and do
man.
stuff and do everything we can to
I've-
We're already gonna get
cause
kicked out. We gotta
problem,
do-
create a stir, get little viral clips.
I
The
do be
worst part is
feeling a
when
little
people
bit
like this
dumber
get
after
called out on their
watching that shit
bullshit.
for real.
You just become
Yeah,
super
oh my God.
antagonistic. Like you're the one
Not
that's
gonna
crazy
lie.
for being like, hey, get out of here. You're being inappropriate. I like the guy was like, you know what? I'm not gonna create a scene on camera, but he told
just
her his
walked
2
away.
cents and he kept going. This is the
Yeah,
classic
exactly. I'm
piss
glad that
everyone
he
off
just
to farm a viral clip and then tell
walked away
everyone to
to, like-
subscribe to your OnlyFans business model. I don't know
Pretty
if it
much.
works, frankly, but it makes me want to rope myself, so that's working at least. I love this top comment here. It says, I'm sick of these influencers walking around with security guards thinking they can just do whatever they want. That is true. Neon, Jack Doherty, it's like the IRL
that
kickstreamer
is.
business model. Get security guards, be a piece of shit in
Somebody
public.
gonna hit
Give
him
our
in the
clips
jaw
some validation.
eventually.
And it is working because I do hate that.
I hope so,
Fortunately, to
though.
lift our
I
spirits,
really do
we can
hope
take
so.
a brief
It's like-
respite from this annoying broad while we talk about today's video sponsor.
Sponsor,
so let's
yeah,
do
yeah,
that, and then
yeah,
we'll jump back on
Somebody
the brain
gonna
train
hit
and
you in
talk
the
about our
cheek
latest
one day.
controversy. All right, check this out.
Bro,
I've been
but
partnered
why,
with
though?
Raycon
Like,
for over
I
half
don't
a decade
understand
now.
that.
I love
mean,
their
they make
earbuds.
money.
They're sleek. Time to
Yeah,
I
true.
have a
So,
range. My chip with charge. Dave, love them.
that's their
Just
motivation.
click 15% off your
I
Raycon
get it,
purchase
but at
plus
the
free
same
shipping. Thank you so
at the
much
same
for listening.
time, is
I
it actually
appreciate
worth
you.
it?
Remember that part earlier where she has like a
Exactly.
billion clips of her playing kiss or slap with strangers? Well, 8-year-olds are apparently
Oh,
not
no.
off the table for
Oh,
Natalie.
God.
Kiss or slap?
I just want a hug.
You just want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll hug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh,
That's-
it's so cute. Thank you
'Cause
so
I'm a
much.
fucking
An
child.
interesting gender dynamic there that, if reversed,
Her
probably
dad,
would
my
not have
dad's
landed
like, dad's sitting there like,
Oh,
wait,
here's
what?
another
Dad's sitting there
clip.
like, I don't know how
I'll tell
I.
you why in just a second.
I don't really know. I'm glad my kid gets to hug her, but like, oh,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
Now, I'm not a scientist.
Nah, I'm not a
But
scientist.
I'm convinced there's a very simple litmus test to indicate if you have less brain cells than a tree frog. Do you have the desire to make a TikTok on a moving baggage carousel?
No.
You do? Congratulations, you're retarded. This next one is curious. Let's
You
take a
do?
look.
We're walking. Well, we're
Do?
walking up
Okay,
right
we
now.
got her.
Stop filming.
Wait, your name is Fred, right?
No,
my name's not Fred.
Wait.
My name's irrelevant. Stop filming, dude.
With
You're private property.
cupcakes walking
You can't
around the
see me.
city
I'm telling you
known
now.
Wow.
His name is William
house
Jr.
child
So you and
sex
Natalie Reynolds tried to
offenders.
dress up as a kid with cupcakes walking
And
around the city
almost
known
gave
to
her
house
the
child
beat.
sex
Whoa.
offenders.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's just
Then
that's
a known
super
offender
fucked
walked up to
dude.
her and almost gave her the beat. Like,
That doesn't look like
what
he's
are
trying
you
to do
doing?
anything.
Oh,
to
William.
her.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Stop filming, bro. Seriously.
I
ain't trying to
know.
start no trouble.
We weren't even.
Just walk away,
we
dude.
were about to walk off, and you came
I know,
up to
but
me.
you're filming it. I don't want that.
There you go.
Well, it's
we go.
already been filmed. This is not private property.
Just dip, bro.
He just
dip.
told me it wasn't.
Just leave.
This is private property.
So I didn't even know this existed, and I had to
This
Google
lead.
it while I was watching this video. But
What the hell
apparently,
is that?
there's a place called Miracle Village in Florida where around 80% of the residents are ex-convicts who have served prison time
Oh,
for crimes against minors. That's insanity.
That's
but even
insane.
more insane,
So you
I
went
guess
over there
keep all
just like
together.
a child?
her
That's
to
like
go
a child,
there dressed
yeah.
like this for content. I
guess-
You guys say that to scare us off.
I don't want to scare you off.
You
I
got
don't really care
cupcakes
what
and
you're doing.
shit, girl.
So,
you look at somebody
yeah,
murder you.
Like, yeah, like she. I almost think it's a good idea to have them all there. You know, just kind of they can just as long as you don't do this. As long as this isn't like, you know what I mean? There's not kids and stuff there. Like as long as this, you know what I mean? Like this is exactly what this is case in point.
There's-
What we should not. Just they're clearly he's trying to just do his thing. He's clearly not out there like I'm not trying to get. It looks like he's just trying to go to work or do his thing.
Right.
You know. But so like let them in their crazy ass sex offender, creepy
Right,
ass
leave 'em
village.
be.
Of,
Leave 'em be.
Just let them be in their
Yeah.
village. Just let them.
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
What are you
Like, what-
doing? You.
Like she almost deserves to have someone try and put her in
That's
the back
what I'm
of a
saying.
white van.
So if something actually would have happened
like, I
to
don't-
you, how are we
Like, I hate
supposed
to
to
say-
feel about that?
Agreed. Like I hate to say that, but like she almost deserves to have some dude try and put her in the back of a white van. I'm just saying.
Like I
She's
said,
literally asking for it.
like I said,
trying
and
to
if
make
something
herself look
happened
like
to
a little
you,
kid
how
walking
are we
around with a
supposed
back-
to feel? You.
You asked for it. You asked for it. You essentially asked for it.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the type of you want to
Giving
die for
cons-
this shit.
You're
Basically,
damn near giving consent by walking around like that in a place where this is like that. So
what
I
you
don't-
saying to me right now is like you would jeopardize your safety
Everything. Your
and
life.
everything in
Your
your,
li-
life
your
for
life.
this shit. Like I said, you would die for this shit. Cause you don't know them folks like that, man, for real. And you
No,
gonna
and
go into
clearly-
it, yeah.
And clearly they've done some messed up things. Like we know, like so. Like,
You got cupcakes. You
got the backpack, got the little backpack on and shit, the little pigtail
Aight.
or whatever.
I'm hoping a lot of these be fucking fake for real.
I know.
Us alone.
I-
But this
Yeah,
is
a
private
lot of
property.
this
I've
sound
been
like
working here
it's
for
set up.
15 years.
A lot of
And
these don't seem
probably
fake,
even been
though.
breathing 15 years. Please get the fuck off.
like, you know these dudes
See, that's what I'm saying.
probably get antagonized nonstop. And I'm not saying like
They probably
if it's-
get. They
if
probably
it's that
hear
well
about
known,
if
it's
it's
like
that
the
well
first Google
known.
result.
Yeah, it doesn't
My
even look
property.
fake.
What's so hard about this?
We're trying to leave.
No, you're standing here filming
Because
me.
you
like
came
I'm
up
asking
to
you not
you came up to us.
God,
And
man,
walk-
what have they done to our schools? Please leave.
What, bro? You're a
Please
registered
leave.
sex offender, and you're saying what have they done to our
What
schools?
about it? So what? I'm a registered sex offender. What about it?
Dude, you
What
touched
about
little
it?
Hit her in
girls,
the
you touched
jaw.
little girls.
You don't know what the fuck I
I know
did.
what you did. I did a background check on you.
Okay, so what did I do?
And you're coming up to me.
Run
You're
your
trying
mouth.
to... Bro,
I'm
don't
asking
tickle
you
me.
to leave the property.
Don't
I'm
tickle me.
escorting you off the property.
You're
Go.
not my boss.
Hit her in the
I don't
jaw.
have to be your
If
boss.
it's
I
his
do run this piece
property.
of property, though.
No, you
Go.
don't.
Yeah, I do. I don't
I'm about to leave right
Then
now.
leave.
On
That's
this
what I'm
place,
saying. Then
there's
just-
been so many videos made about this place. So you can't get upset at that because it is legal.
Say whatever I want. Who the fuck are you to run?
Because you're a registered sex offender, you sicko.
what?
That's fucking disgusting.
30 years ago.
So what? That's disgusting.
30 years
That's
ago, you don't know
disgusting.
What you're talking about?
I know exactly what I'm talking
No,
about.
that's
I
another
know.
thing too. She
Then
doesn't know what
shut
she's
the
talking
fuck
about.
up.
I don't have to shut me up.
Shut me up.
Shut me up. Go.
You don't
You
see.
should
You
go
shouldn't.
away.
See,
We're
that's the thing.
leaving.
You shouldn't. Say. Then
Asshole.
leave.
Fucking psychopath.
Bitch.
You touched little girls.
Why
You
not hold
tell
back?
me what
Don't
to
hold
do?
back.
So this whole thing is
No,
nuts.
hold back.
She's
I'm not trying to
stupid for
side with
doing
the sex
it, but
offender, but
I
I don't
can't
like tell
possibly
that little
side
bitch.
with a predator.
I can't
So,
side with the predator exactly.
Fuck that whole thing.
Fuck the whole thing. Yeah, no, fuck
Speaking of
everybody
predator, there's a
involved.
clip
Yeah, there you go.
also on her Twitter of her
Fuck
saying, "I got
everybody.
knocked out
Fuck
by a
everyone.
WWE champion." This guy just like drop kicks her wrestling move.
Who is that?
And there's just a community note that says, Jason Rance was never even on the WWE
Yeah.
roster. He is on a sex
Yeah.
offender list, though. Okay, so you go from harassing one to getting another one to be part of your video. Like, make up your mind.
Like, I don't think that's a WWE.
You can't make this shit up, right? This shit is
Yeah, it looks better from
There's
the
no.
front.
Reynolds gets robbed.
Like a lady of the night.
Oh my god.
Running around the hood in a mini dress.
Yo, what'd you? She's yelling to chat. Everybody's laughing. Yeah, she didn't get robbed. That's not getting robbed.
At all.
She's not. She's just. Yeah, I would do this. I mean, I would be trying to. I would probably try to grab some of the money too.
No. You gotta catch and grab it.
You gotta catch and grab it, bro. It's a kitten.
He walked away.
I'd have been like,
I would have just grabbed it. Okay, grab. Caught you. Grabbed it.
Hi. Bro, no, why does no one like me, bro?
Well, it's funny you ask.
I'm glad that the cat.
Maybe you should sit down.
I'm glad the cat did. He was like,
take
no, I don't.
Speaking of
I know,
pranks,
even
you
the
wouldn't
cat
be a
was
low
like,
IQ
no, I'm
individual
good.
without also executing
cool. I
a
don't know you.
kidnapping in the hood prank
Oh,
of some
great.
sort. I don't
Oh,
know.
great.
Here,
Oh,
here. We got some candy. Hey, don't go in strangers' cars.
Alright, that'll be like $6.
$6?
I'm the manager, you know, I can't just be giving free shit.
No.
It's only 6, bro. Come on now.
And now you're sitting right there.
Now it's happening.
Get out of the car. Okay. I'm getting out.
Getting out.
That looks pretty
Well,
real.
that
I
did
read
look
somewhere
kinda
too
real,
that
but-
they just hired fake
They've all
cops
been
to
set
arrest
up,
them.
yeah.
I honestly don't know what to believe
I don't-
exactly.
exactly.
I will be honest though, the do-rag she has on is just
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're
Facts,
doing
though.
pranks in the hood,
Go all out, yeah. Throw it on.
The
when in
do-rag
Rome, right?
Might as well.
Classic Natalie Reynolds.
Hey, you guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. Okay.
No, I like you.
Okay. Well,
It's a social experiment.
What are they yelling? Yeah, what is happening?
like 10 rolling deep.
Oh my god, bro. Here, so we actually
the
gotta
house.
show them. Here.
Sure.
let's just go to the house.
Dude, I'm gonna kill
Let's just go to the house.
So there's
This
like people in the neighborhood getting concerned, I
Getting
guess,
concerned that
over
they
the
actually
prank.
kidnapped
I love that
somebody.
dude's sweatshirt
Well,
says
that girl
virgin.
gonna
I
have
don't
you-
think there's ever been a more accurate
Get you
sweatshirt.
How
strung up
are
out
they
there
all?
on the
A
streets.
lot of oh my god, bruh.
Did we tell them it's a prank?
It's a prank.
It's a prank! Classic, hilarious.
Right, calm down.
No, they
Yes,
were
sir.
following us. Okay, you gotta come see it then. They think somebody's
we're
actually
good.
kidnapped.
Yeah,
They're not kidnapped. They're not.
It's
It's
for
fake.
a video.
It's fake. It's fake.
Social experiment.
They're not. They're not.
We're just streamers. It's a
Yeah, and then they
social
still won't open the door though.
experiment.
Like,
We're just
why
in the
would you just?
hood.
She said open the
pranking
door then. Let them out. It's a prank.
hoodlums.
Show them that it's a prank then.
I'm wearing a. You can
This
see the
is
do-rag.
just-
Hello, it's for a video.
This is
It's a social experiment. Shut
I'm
the
wearing a
fuck-
do-rag.
Anyways, there was a
Can't you see
litany
it's
of other
for-
viral
it's for
moments from
video.
this chick that'll make you want to deep throat the exhaust pipe of a 1972 Camaro. But
That
the
sounds
most
awful.
recent
That
one is
sounds
around
terrible.
her apparently
no, but that's what it's coming
almost
to.
getting some vagrant woman killed or
geez.
something
Oh, good,
by
wait.
drowning. I don't even know. Let's take a
Oh
look.
wait, no, is this the?
No.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. I think we watched a little about this.
You know why
I
I
watched
wasn't going
this.
to?
Yeah.
Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right
This
now.
shit
I'm
was
gonna
so
jump in with my
stupid.
shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, ready?
Oh!
Wait, what the fuck? Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump
You
in.
told
I didn't
me
tell you to
that,
jump
bitch.
in.
Yes, you did. Now she's trying to. Yeah.
You gotta get up out of
Wait,
here.
who
man.
is that?
And then she
Fuck
like
about
can't
it.
swim. Yeah, but she can't swim.
Now the clip continues. Apparently, what led up to that?
Yeah, she can't
there's
swim.
another clip here.
Yeah, you don't.
She's
yeah.
on some sort of
Deadass?
scavenger hunt on some sort of Ice Poseidon scavenger hunt. I don't know. It's just like classic Kick. They get all the biggest fuck sticks around, and I'll do just a bunch of shit in public. Fuck up people's days.
Damn,
whatever,
Kick
to
does
create
not have a good
content,
image
etc.
these days.
Yes.
I mean, people like her aren't helping.
Yeah, like, oh, they're all saying you're sexy and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're all saying W woman, she's thick as fuck. She's so hot. Do you know where the RFID scanner is? Because I'm trying to find this RFID scanner.
So
and I had
demeaning.
to kayak. Ice Poseidon told me you swim in the water. You should jump in the water right now. Just start swimming and you'll find it. Would you do that?
What?
You should jump in the water to find it for me.
Well, why don't you?
This is where, like, I say the word sociopathic at the beginning of videos.
Heard
when
that
I
she
talk
has
about
some
certain
sort of
influences like this, and I mean it
mental condition, or
with a
she
grain
was
of salt,
slightly
kind
off
of, but there is an
something
element
about the woman
to
she's
this. When I've
talking
talked
to.
about the same thing with David Dobrik and some of these other guys like Neon, where these fucking clowns, they lack that part of the frontal lobe or the hippocampus, wherever it is, that just gives people
Why does any of this seem like a good idea?
or just a mild amount of empathy for your fellow
Or boy
human.
Ozzy wants
They just don't have that. It's been
song
replaced by
reaction.
this little microchip that's only worried about
What?
cameras and capturing every moment and making everything viral
I got a
at the
chatter
expense
on
of every other
Kick
person
over here.
that's not yourself.
That
It is the
wants to get a
thing
song
I hate the
reaction
most
from
about
us.
social media. I've said
song
that
reaction? What
before
song
and I'll
is it?
continue to say it.
I guess
I'll give you 20
it's
bucks.
maybe one of
20 bucks?
Ozzy's
Yeah,
songs.
that's a W.
Like
That's
Ozzy,
a
we
good
were
deal.
listening to Ozzy a
20
little
I
bucks?
earlier.
know. We
Yeah,
like
so
Ozzy.
you
No,
go in.
you gotta go.
Yeah,
You go and you try
we
to
were
find
just
the kid.
talking about Ozzy.
I'll jump in after you.
We're jumping together.
You jump in and
Don't jump in though. Don't do that.
Are you drunk?
Are
If
you
you do
drunk?
it, you said you were going to. Come on.
She's probably drunk.
Let's do it. I dare
No, I
you.
think
You
she's
jump in and I'll jump in
off
right after you.
There you
After.
are.
Yeah, exactly. She
Yes, I
knows.
will.
She even
That's what I'm
she
saying.
knows.
Like, why you?
Yes, I will.
This looks like
You
a
want me to take
horrible
off the
idea.
outfit?
You want to
Just
see me
awful.
naked?
Yeah.
So that
Well,
was
I
leading
mean,
up to the
hey, at
part
least
where
to
she
say,
eventually
I
jumped
respect
in,
that.
and now
I wouldn't mind to see that too.
after
I ain't
she
gonna lie. You're
does,
still a piece
this
of
woman
shit,
like
but I
starts
wouldn't mind
to
to see
struggle
it.
swimming, and she just like pieces out of there.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. Oh, please.
And she's laughing. You're already freaking me out.
According to the fire department, they have responded to an emergency.
believe it. Oh, she's
Yeah.
drowning. This is Sig chat.
Oh, so they actually had to call
W
a fire
Pog
They
chat.
actually-
Is
the
she gonna
fire
die
actually-
or not chat?
Mhm. Yeah.
Was she like dummy thick chat? Is she gonna W Pog dummy thick? Like her fucking dump, she's not even gonna be able to float because she's got so much cake chat. Chat, tell me what you think if she's gonna die or not.
Oh, this is bad.
Get out of here.
So they
They was like,
her
get
out.
out of
I guess
here.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yo,
if there's other
yeah,
people
just
that are
don't
like
be
own
here.
the dock or that just
Who are
realize these people
who
are
these
fucking insufferable.
dudes that be
Look at this
rolling
fucking
with
douche
her.
nozzle
That's
she's
what I'm
with.
saying.
They're
Thank
just-
you.
They're
Like, who
fanboys,
are
man.
they?
They're
Oh,
Because
damn,
they
boy,
look like
that's
some
the morphine
goddamn-
every one of these
They
dickheads
gonna-
get dunked in fucking
She gonna
They're
get
just
so
little
jammed
fanboys,
up out
they're
here,
like-
man. For real.
Sorry, I didn't know.
They just get to hang out with her all the time, and she's always,
oh my god,
you
a
know,
fire engine. They had to
dressed in
call the
little clothes,
police.
doing stupid,
This
sketchy
is really
things.
bad.
Maybe they think they'll
I
get
don't know.
lucky.
There's another
I was
clip
just
here
gonna say,
that's
if I think they're
talking,
gonna
her
get
talking
some.
about it a little more, I think. Natalie Reynolds claims the lady from yesterday's stream was not drowning and was on drugs. Like, it was clear that lady was maybe like a vagrant or maybe was unhoused or homeless person that she,
Yeah,
like, we didn't see
something.
how she initially linked up with her. But she is like, Natalie Reynolds is the MO, the epitome of the type of person that would try to take advantage of someone with a little mentally challenged or someone homeless in order to try and make content out of it, right?
But you let her drown, okay, whatever. She's not dead. I didn't make her drown. She wasn't drowning. If you guys were, actually had a brain, you'd be able to see
Ironic.
that she's floating in the water, swimming perfectly fine. And she's saying she's drowning because she's on drugs. Like,
So she caught a lot of flack
Like
for
she's
this.
on- I don't think she was on
which
drugs
is probably
from what- the
exactly what she
story from what
wants.
I was
I don't
hearing.
know if that
Man,
woman was
I
ever
was
really
trying to
in danger.
assassinate her character.
But just
God damn.
regardless of how dangerous it was
Pretty much.
or not, just the her general demeanor and behavior and her treatment of other people is the thing. It's just the shit that gets me
Terrible, man.
just gets me heated. So I make jokes, I rant about it, but it's like it's just tiring because people like this just keep on cropping up. Apparently, no surprise to anyone who's wondering, she used to work with Jack Doherty, I believe. He's actually maybe
Well, I
the one
don't
that
know,
scooped
man.
her up and started IRL streaming.
content, I
They had a
guess.
falling out, I guess. I
Yeah,
think Jack
it's
Doherty
something.
like
She's getting
runs
talked about
OnlyFans for
plenty.
chicks too. She was a part of it sometime. I have no idea. The
Jack
whole thing's
Doherty
an absolute
runs
shit show of
only.
degeneracy.
He's fucking like 12.
Here's a fun clip.
One. No more contracts.
Oh
Jesus!
There's Ice
Oh,
Poseidon.
you good, bro? Film it, dude.
And the only reason that
Don't
clip is
worry,
fun is because of the top comment. Now just stand in front of it. I mean, the collective IQ of
Damn.
TikTok commenters is not always very high, but that is one comment I can honestly stand behind.
Damn.
Well, you know what? Congratulations, Natalie, for offering less to the general good of society and the community
That lady
around
said
you
she
than a
wants
common
you to die.
bonfly feasting on a fresh, hot pile of horse shit. May the universe one day grant you the self-awareness to realize how empty your life is and empower you with a shred of dignity that leads to a prolific journey of self-discovery. Everyone watching this
Is now
Sounds
dumb.
beautiful.
for having seen even a brief moment of your content, and I will spend my life regretting having been a part of
Billy
the
Madison.
propagation
Yeah.
of
I like that. I like
I
that.
award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
And may God have mercy. Ah, there it is. Playing off
Over
of
a
it. I award you no
cheeseburger. A
point.
totally related
He said,
story.
at no
We all-
point in your random incoherent did you answer the. He said a simple no would have sufficed.
Man,
Goddamn.
you went in on me. And he did too. Like epically went in on your ass. Like you are completely wrong.
Yeah.
Everything you said was wrong.
It's funny because everyone in the audience like applauded and shit, and he was like, "No, that was not it. That wasn't it."
And you should know that.
It sounded good.
Yeah. Everybody
But it
got you out
wasn't
here thinking that it's good, but that's not the answer, dog. And
Wrong question. Sorry.
yeah,
We're gonna have to give you no points for that.
none. Because you
I mean,
answered it very incorrectly.
And by the way, may God have mercy.
Because you are that dumb.
Let me just toss that out there.
Like, damn. You didn't have to do me like that. That's something I would never forget.
That was brutal.
All right, so
now we get to see this cheeseburger.
I want to
buddy,
see
right?
this home. Yeah, this is okay. Before we start this video, I want to let everyone know this is one of my homies' friends.
No, this is your buddy.
my homie right here that's doing the show. I'm pointing at him right now. If you're looking at my screen, but yeah, he's trying to duck off. He's still getting pointed at him. This is his homie, and I guess he wanted a cheeseburger. So we're gonna see what happened to his dog. And why he got arrested over a cheeseburger.
You're a piece of shit.
I mean,
Take that home with you.
Feel in our hearts.
You can have that for free.
We've
That's
seen
a gift
some
I'm gonna
crazy
take.
things
I'll
happening
take that.
here with all these police cameras and Shakira's and these other insane people. But
Who's
a
that?
man going to jail
Hey,
over a cheeseburger, it hits home. It hits me right in my cholesterol-filled heart. And that's
Why does he got
the very
cat
first
ears
comment
on?
here is he's in McTrouble.
oh,
All right.
he usually does. So.
It's gonna be good.
Officers were
maybe it's
dispatched
his
to a local
headphones.
McDonald's
I
due
think
to
it's the
reports of
headphones.
two intoxicated men that were fighting
very
with
cool.
staff members.
Oh god.
Two
That
drunk
is-
dudes. All right.
Two drunk
Getting
dudes
up
at a
started strong.
McDonald's.
Drunk
Sounds
guys
about
who get their
right.
McDoubles.
Hey.
They're hungry.
Hey, you
Fighting
hungry
off
after a night
hangover,
out?
you know,
All that
three
dude
fighting
said
off
the
that
entire
hangover. They get
time
the
so
fatty,
far.
salty
Yeah.
stuff.
That's it.
All the
Great
trash
commentary.
is
Great.
that the other
Oh, there we go.
bun
Here we go.
is on the burger correctly. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta like
That's what I'm doing.
put that other bun halfway
your
off
boy,
the
huh?
burger and
Yeah,
slap it
that's my
together,
boy.
Kenny. That's ooh.
What are you,
I already feel for these
what are you
drunk
talking
guys.
about right now? What are you trying to tell me?
I already feel for these drunk guys. I can feel like these employees are setting these drunk guys up, man. I feel it
It's
already.
an inside job.
He's setting him up, dog.
Damn, that's fucked up. I didn't think about it like
I
that.
ain't either, bro.
Oh shit! Open this bitch. The first word we
already,
hear. Let's go.
already belligerent.
Already. Open
right.
this
Maybe
bitch
not.
up, baby. I don't think it's an inside
Oh,
job
they got my
anymore,
man
yeah.
locked out, and
Yeah.
he's just out there yelling at
You
him.
might be reconsidering all of that.
Like,
Look at hell no.
what are you wearing?
You know the
Crying at the
so
door
far
and shit.
a lot
You got
of
some like little
lot
ass
of
shorts on.
boxes
too.
are ticked for drunk guy.
yeah.
First off, he's mad he's not getting his way, and he's just slinging everything he can, like all the derogatory terms in his short shorts.
Yeah, short shorts. Look at the shorts.
Police department, put your hands
That's the uniform.
Okay. Oh god.
Put your hands behind your back. What? Put your hands behind your back.
Dude,
For
just,
what,
just
bro?
listen, bro.
For
Just
what?
you're gonna have to listen,
Open
dog.
this
Got his
bitch.
hand on the door.
He's still
handle.
trying to get
He's
in.
not giving up.
He's not letting go of that. No, hold on, man. I'm getting my dog, bro. I need a McDouble, bro. I need my McDouble, bro.
Okay.
It's Especially if I'm going to jail. I'm gonna get me.
He
Trying to
trying.
break
He
into a
trying.
building. But
He
you know,
ain't getting
we're on
that
his
tonight,
side though,
dog.
Dane, right? Because he needs justice for that burger.
I need my damn
This so he
McDouble,
can
bro.
drive home.
I need to sober up, bro.
Problem, man. Sure, I'm not my problem. I'm trying to get a cheeseburger.
Look at your
and these
boy,
guys
man.
don't
Trying to get a
give me
cheeseburger, bro.
dude.
Didn't even give me fucking. They wouldn't even give me a damn.
I know,
I'm the
man.
victim here, bro.
You can't. Now you see why, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all I do.
Watch out who they're messing with, Dane.
We
Look
be
at that.
crying
Look
at the
that
door
tricep,
trying
Look
to
at that.
open
I
this
see
bitch.
that. Where is
Oh, he looks strong. Hey, look
Watch
at that guy. He
out.
working out, bro.
This man.
That's why a shirt like that, his muscles just popping out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He's
what
wearing
it-
short shorts to show off,
He
man.
doesn't really want that cheeseburger to just walk through these doors. He could have. He's like
That's
Superman. He's just giving up for the police and just going along with it, you know.
What's your fucking problem, asshole?
Exactly. Come on, bro. What's your problem, bro?
Got that shit, okay?
Yeah, exactly. You think you got that shit, bro?
He's like,
You
cool,
fucking
man.
got
I'm
that
cool,
shit?
but now he's turned his aggression towards the cops.
Yeah, because he
The
wants
drunk
the
rage.
cheeseburgers. Now he knows he's not gonna get it.
I would call it
Because
a
of
thing
them.
of beauty,
He's
man.
definitely not getting
Fortunately, I've seen this a lot in my life, and every single time it's the most annoying thing on the planet for everyone else around you.
It's pretty ignorant.
It's so it's so dumb.
Very
And then when you're out here with the rednecks, you know, down in Mississippi, half the time they get into a fight. You know, it's like the drunken, like,
Oh, yeah.
two punches get thrown, but someone's lost a tooth and the other dude's like in a ditch somehow. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, muddy.
It's the dude that won the fight. It's like, threw his punch, like, fell down.
Face down, just like in there about to mud.
I got the lawyers. Where you at?
Oh my god.
Lawyers.
Got the lawyers, baby.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We've got
All
one.
right, yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
else
oh my
look
God,
at
who's
him.
that guy around the corner? You can sneak it. Look at him.
I know, man. Oh God.
That's the manager that won't give him the burgers right
Yeah,
there.
it's him. Yeah, get him. Get his ass. Take him away, boy.
Motherfuckers.
We don't know you.
Yeah, you don't know me. Yeah, you don't know me.
Exactly.
Dude, this has got like everything
fucking
from like a
know.
drunk, rambling,
I'm
angry
saying.
white dude ever.
Yeah, this
You
is
don't
all
know me,
the.
you
This
don't know who I
is. He's
am,
just
I'm
all
a
the drunk
lawyer.
white guys.
It's the
staring.
script.
Next is gonna try to fight
He
him
got
or
the
something.
uniform on
You
anyway.
know
Right.
me. You don't know me. You're a youngin, and you seem like a grown ass man.
There you go.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
you
there
gotta
we
find
go.
the grown
We're
man
trying
to
to find
talk
the
to.
grown-ass
Yeah,
man,
can't you
gotta
talk
talk
to the
to him.
youngins?
Yep, young and don't know shit.
Not the
This
youngins,
nigga
man.
tripping.
They don't know you. They're too young.
Nah, he's trying to make
He's all
sense, man.
nipped up. He wants them burgers bad. Damn.
Oh, God.
That rain. That rain's a little
It's
chilly on
cold,
you,
bro.
man.
Yeah, it looks a little chilly. Come on, man.
Okay,
You got short shorts on in the rain.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Hold the phone, man.
God, dude, hold on. I need a bingo card for this.
I do. We do.
We would already have
Drunk guy
bingo.
that's
Somebody's
like,
got bingo
hold
already.
on, hold on. I'm the only one talking, but everyone
Somebody's
stop
got
talking.
bingo.
I gotta think.
You guys are over here like, oh, let me get a fucking custody, blah, 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 blah.
This nigga drunk as
fuck is
hell,
happening?
bro. Buddy is
No.
And there's
Oh.
another.
They didn't say that at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard anyone say that. Like,
I guess there's his
What's
buddy
happening
shows
to
up
that
here,
man
like,
head?
they said there's two of them, right? And then this other guy, he's got his fishing shirt on too, but he looks a little more chill.
Yeah, he's chilling. Hey, man.
He ain't trying to go to jail.
The other door.
Yeah, he's like, he probably got his burger. He ain't pissed.
Yeah, he is.
He really
So
is.
you're not going to tell me his first name?
No, you gotta ask him. Oh, what? Go.
His
Oh,
buddy's like,
God.
I ain't telling nothing.
I like
I ain't
it.
talking to the cops. I ain't telling his name.
Is that a good friend? Or is
Yeah.
that just making it worse for
I
him?
don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I can't decide.
Who you are? They're gonna find out who you are. You know.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell him. Hey, but I ain't gonna
Speaking
tell
of
him.
protecting yourself, sponsor. I don't like it when I receive suspicious unknown
You
phone
gotta
calls,
ask him.
random text messages, or an overwhelming flood
Hey, I
of
respect
spam
that. I
email.
respect that. Hey, bro, I don't know.
I
You
set
gonna
up and
have
then
to
I
talk to
check
him.
in.
They did say two guys were
Click the link in
fighting,
the
so maybe
description.
they
Annual
were
out
beefing.
there.
Maybe they don't
Trust
know
me,
each other.
I'm living stress-free, baby, with my personal details. So you can't miss
You
your
can't
privacy.
ask that man nothing, bro. He's not gonna answer anything right now.
60% off incogni.
Break.
I'm upset because I couldn't get a fucking cheeseburger.
Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah.
10 o'clock,
Yeah,
right?
10 o'clock. Yeah, I couldn't get a fucking cheeseburger, and you're fucking blocking
Arresting
me.
me.
You're fucking bracing me against a fucking door.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, bro. Pretty much.
My man's having a whole
Based him on that door.
ordeal. And nothing is even happening right now.
Bruh, hey,
The
man.
cops kept him from getting that cheeseburger, not the locked door.
They blocked him.
I like to
Just
imagine
block
that
him,
he
bro.
showed up and the door was already locked. Like they only the drive-thru
Yeah,
is
the
open
other
right now or
drive-thru,
something.
yeah.
And he's just like, ah, they won't let me in.
Dude, that's probably what happened.
It's probably
Never went
The other
there.
dude's story is we're just trying to get back to the
It is,
hotel. We just got caught up here at the McDonald's in an altercation, you know.
Close levy at 10. The guy came in and put his hands on it while he was double checking the doors. Do you want to guess my...
What did he say? I don't understand it.
Came in and put his hands
Put his
on
hands on something.
while he was double checking the doors.
Can't really. They cut it out right there. I don't know if he put his hands on a person. I mean, I guess so if they cut the name. So he walked in. He's like, "Hi, man," getting all drunk, feely. Maybe that's the case.
And you guys f***ed on me. Okay. You f***ed on me.
Fucked on
Damn,
him?
on him.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
Damn, that's
Dude's
nasty.
been sexually assaulted out
I
here
know,
as well,
man.
man.
Damn.
I can't believe
Dude's
it.
going through it.
He's been blocked.
When that happened?
He's been held.
Dude's going. Did we miss that part?
I think we did.
I mean, I didn't want to watch it,
He
honestly.
just wants to
So
see
I'm glad
It
I wanna see it.
happened pretty fast, I'm guessing.
When I get here and you're yanking on the door. Bro, yanking on the door. And this stuff out. Oh, cause they won't give me a fucking cheeseburger? Are you kidding me? Is that a big a deal?
Is he crying?
It is, it might have been, but it almost sounded like,
no.
it almost sounded like a pre-cry.
No.
He's tearing up. They just won't give me it.
It almost did sound like a pre-cry.
They
Yeah.
reserve the right
This
to
man,
deny service to any
no,
customer.
no.
Do you understand who I am?
Please tell me.
And being loud, profane, boisterous, threat. Oh, I can't. Yeah. No, okay. We'll just go to jail then. I'm gonna grab your ID. No, you're under arrest.
I'm
No.
gonna grab your ID. No.
No, bro, no.
We're just
I'm
going
so
to
chill right
jail,
now, bro.
damn.
No.
Just take a breath.
Can't even talk to the guy a little bit?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no. Okay, you know. Let's see.
Okay, now we've changed from the aggressive drunk
Okay,
to he's not
okay.
getting his way to sympathy
Starting to
drunk,
chill
and
out
maybe
a
he's
little
gonna try
bit.
to find some. They got something in common, right? I don't
He
know.
flipped that switch quick,
He's gonna hit
didn't
him with that. You ever
He
wanted
knows
to
he's not
shoot a
going
real
anywhere.
bad officer?
You know how it is.
You ever had a couple
Bunch of
drinks, you just
pistols.
need a burger, officer?
Like, look, guys, we're drunk. We couldn't go through the drive-through, so it's things just got out of hand, man. Sorry.
Completely out of
Staying
hand.
at the hotel down the street. Okay. Who are you staying there with? My brother, he's over there right now. Like, I was just trying to get a cheeseburger.
I still love it. He's just like, I'm
He's
just trying to
still
get a
going.
cheeseburger.
He's steady,
It's not
hey.
a big deal. And the manager's up there like, he's even putting his hands on employees and stuff. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to get
Right.
a cheeseburger, man. And then how'd they get him out? They push him out?
I wonder if they did, yeah. I wonder if he was like coming up to the door and they saw him and the dude just like ran up and locked it before he got there, maybe.
I wish people could do that. Like, I remember working in freaking retail, and it's like 5 minutes before close, here comes that guy, and you're like, no, I've already started counting the money so I can get out of here. We started breaking the register down. Come on, man, no.
Yeah, so the guy that would bring like 30
happens
games to trade
every
in,
time.
like
The GameStop days, yeah.
freaking 858.
Or I'd be like,
Every
you'd be
time.
opening the store, and they're like outside the door pulling on it, and like it says, the store is open for like 30 more minutes. I'm like, I'm not letting you in.
Oh, there's a dude eating inside right now.
Yeah.
Homie's just chilling. Got his Big Mac, no problem. You got his burger, no problem.
Chilling.
It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not really that big of a deal.
Hell
It's really not that big of a deal at all. But this guy made it a big
Right.
deal.
Yeah,
They pull
I
up.
was just gonna rip this door off the hinges.
They pull
I'm
up,
saying,
the dude's
we
like
all
outside the door
seen that,
yelling
dog.
at him.
we
You
saw
know,
you
and
just
pull
standing there trying to
Cursing
break,
him
trying to pry it open.
It's a McDonald's, like America.
It's so
America,
it's
baby.
Yeah, there you go.
America, dog. Let's go. Now he's good. At least mentioning America. At
Simply
least.
just, what do you do for work,
At
man?
least once.
Logistics. I'm in the logistics business. Yeah.
Logistics.
Your boy,
Man,
man.
just
That's
threw
your
it in the back seat
boy.
right there.
You got logistics out all right, and then after that it was
Man,
struggle.
I don't fuck around, dude.
You mean you're
I
drunk?
am the police, man. What
You
the
are
He is the police. Wow.
we
That's
go.
a fellow officer.
Yeah, we're gonna
Close
go
the
there.
door.
He
Check.
tried to
It's
get
already
his
solved.
cheeseburger
Close the
still
door.
didn't work, but now he's a fellow. He is
Everything's
the
solved.
police.
He is the police. We're good to go.
McDonald's? Are you guys kidding me?
Wait, McDonald's over the McDonald's. Oh,
You guys
man.
really don't have shit to do?
Oh, here we go. You guys don't have anything better to do than to come out here
He
and stop
went
you from
through
breaking the law
every
and harassing these people.
Player
Oh, my
in
goodness.
the book.
He was doing okay for a second. He's backtracked a little bit then.
Yeah, he's drunk and intoxicated, yeah.
Is there any way we can just get back down there? We're only staying a night. We're gonna head out.
He made a bed tonight, and he's kind of sitting in it right now.
His friend's like, hey, man, look, we're trying to... We got a flight tomorrow.
Probably not.
He ain't
Come on,
finna
bro,
make
can we
it.
just get this on, not do that?
Well, this is not an unfrequent thing that happens at this city at this time of day, right? Sounds.
I think the cop threw in there. It's like, this kind of thing happens at this time of night.
We get
a
it
lot.
all the time, so.
We don't mess around
Near
with
this
it.
bar over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
They all
A lot
come to
of
this
people
McDonald's
go to
after the bar,
maybe
which
this is
makes
like
sense.
a normal occurrence at this McDonald's.
Maybe they don't
People from
serve
the
food
hotel
that late at
go
the
down
bar,
to the
you
hotel
know?
bar, get drunk. They want some cheap. They don't want that expensive hotel food, so they go to the McDonald's and cause a ruckus.
You know, McDonald's open all the time, and
Sure,
we wanted
yeah.
to go in there.
Right.
They let him in, but then they said, no, get the f*** out.
Oh, they let him in.
Hold up. Yeah, I think you're skipping over some parts in the story there, homie.
The part
No,
where
they
he
just let him in and say,
when
get
he
out.
roughed
Appreciate the
Buddy
man
up.
trying to be the
Nah, I
friend
said
and
nah.
be smooth. But it's like, yeah, they let him
Yeah,
in, and all of a
they
sudden
make
they're like,
that
get
part
out, you know?
Other guy opened the doors. He said, hey, let me get a burger. They said, no, you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
But they let him in, too. So
Yeah, they just let him in, and then they said, you got to get out of here. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, because you're not telling the rest of the story. That's why it doesn't make any
leave the
sense.
big part out.
Exactly.
The incriminating part
Bro,
of this
nah,
whole
bro,
thing.
that's the
where he
whole
did
story.
something
That's
to get
literally
kicked
what
out.
happened. That's it, Jimmy.
The
Yeah,
other
That's
man
it. I was
already
there,
told
bro.
him.
You said it was my boy. I was there.
That shit right there in the booth.
Nah, bro, I'm in the car, like, I ain't talking. I'm behind.
Now he's
in the
offended.
cut.
Leaning in the car was smoking. He's
Like,
fucked
I'm
up.
trying to get back to where I was
And
going.
trespass
Yeah,
on
dude.
both of them. They can't come back to this McDonald's.
Damn.
You know, you talk all that trash, right, about it's just a McDonald's, whatever. But then when you get banned from McDonald's, ooh,
It hurt.
ooh,
Got a sting, right?
It
Yeah.
hurt.
As a business, they have the right to refuse service to people.
I had nothing to do with it.
Look at Buddy like, not me too.
That's right.
dudes over here like I didn't do nothing in the
Man.
in the cop car. You guys want to get sued? Grr, give me these handcuffs.
You're getting cops are hurting me. They're on.
Now he's crying.
Oh, that shit.
The disorderly
boy,
man, identified as Marius, was charged
Marius?
with and found guilty of
That's not my
disorderly
boy.
conduct
That ain't my
and
boy.
sentenced to
Ah,
1
yeah,
year
I
of
wouldn't even be.
probation.
I wouldn't even be a friend with a guy with that
Probation
name.
And permanently
I wouldn't
banned.
even talk to a guy with a name.
He
like
cannot
that.
go back in the car.
Damn, you got the perma ban and you got
If you guys
locked
enjoyed it,
up.
leave a like, leave a comment.
And
all
your
that cool stuff.
name
If
is
today's your
fucking-
birthday, happy birthday. Say toast to my friends. We'll see you next time.
That's 3 strikes, man.
Today's story is a
Damn.
special one because
Oh,
this
hold on.
story was the very
Oh,
first
you
one
fucked
told
up.
on one of my personal favorite YouTube channels.
That was fucked up, man.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
Alright, let's take a 5. And then I'll think about coming back. I might come back, I might not, you know? You gotta stick around and find out. Who knows? Lord. All right. I did, man. I was in there trying to gush to my brother about the shit, man. They put their foot in this shit. DR, what's up, man?
Hey, wait a minute.
Just what I needed.
What you know about some good old Neil Diamond?
Look at that damn hair.
I know, it's old school, bro.
Shit is awesome.
That's old school right there, bro.
Long as I can have you. I'd much rather be.
Alright, put Mr. Ball in there. What the hell he got going on? Type of creepy ass he about to tell us.
It says, even skeptics can't explain how these missing people vanished.
Alright.
Okay.
I think about watching this one.
So this story
was the very first one told on one of my personal favorite YouTube channels. The channel is called Wartime Stories, and basically the content is the strange, dark, and mysterious meets the battlefield and beyond. The host of Wartime Stories is Luke Lamana, and he was a recon Marine, so very high speed, and he's got a great radio voice. But most importantly, he ferrets out these totally insane stories from service members from their times all around the globe, you know, running into these unexplainable phenomenon and seeing and witnessing and being a part of things that just didn't make any sense. I mean, the stories he finds are terrifying and so intriguing. But in addition to just wanting to plug this amazing YouTube channel, I actually have another reason why I'm talking about Wartime Stories.
You sign him.
But you'll have to wait till
yeah,
later
you
in
signed
this
him.
episode.
He's part of the ball.
But
yeah,
before we get into this Wartime Stories inspired story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, and you've come to the right place because that's what we do, and we upload once a week.
Maybe we'll get there one day.
The next time the like button has spent hours and hours carefully cleaning and detailing their vintage car, offer to do them a favor by parking their car in their garage.
Don't do it.
Get in there, carefully back into the garage, but then instead of putting it in the park, just go ahead and hit the gas and smash the car into their house. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay, let's get into today's story.
At this point, it's pretty much both of ours.
That was elaborate as hell.
That's what he does, though. He tries to fuck with people.
Lighter than.
On the morning of August 16th, 1942, a woman named Ida Ruby was riding her horse on a dirt path right near a beach just south of San Francisco, California. Now, during the week, Ida was a telephone operator, but it was a Sunday, so she had time off, and the way she liked to spend her time off was by riding her horse along the coastline and, you know, looking out at the beautiful water and taking in the nature and all these unbelievable cliffs that went down to the water.
Awesome.
I mean, this was a beautiful area. And every time Ida would go out and do this little ride around, she would bring binoculars with her. And so anytime she saw something of interest, she would stop and, you know, use her binoculars to see what it was, like animals or things out over the water. And on this particular Sunday, Ida turned a corner, and as soon as she did, something caught her attention off to her right, out over the water. And so she stopped her horse and she turned and she looked out, and the sea was very calm. And she could see way out just past the horizon was what looked like this black thing kind of hovering over the water.
Keep it out,
and
bro.
Instead of raising her binoculars right away, she just kind of squinted and looked off in the direction, and she quickly realized what it was. It was a blimp. Now, today, when we hear the word blimp, we very likely think of the Goodyear blimp that kind of sits over sporting events, you know, with the big Goodyear logo stamped on the side of it. It's basically a big balloon with a gondola that sits underneath it for the person who's driving it, and passengers. And that's actually exactly what Ida was seeing, a big oversized balloon with a gondola underneath it. But this was not a Goodyear blimp. It was a military blimp. Because this was 1942, right in the middle of World War II. And 9 months earlier, the United States had joined World War II after the Japanese had bombed Pearl Harbor. And ever since then, Japanese submarines had been lurking off the coast of California, kind of all across the West Coast, out in the Pacific Ocean, and occasionally they would send torpedoes out and bomb the U.S. mainland. And so the United States responded to this by launching this fleet of blimps that basically were able to get really low to the water, that could move really slowly, and they would basically fly all along the Pacific coastline looking for Japanese submarines. They could literally go down, and from their gondola, they could look down and actually see submarines, mark them for bombing runs, or, scare them off. And so Ida, like anybody else who was living on the west coast of the United States at the time, was aware that there were blimps out over the ocean, but it was still a fairly uncommon sight. And so because of that, Ida was sort of intrigued, and so she raised her binoculars, and she focused on this blimp, and she would see something that was so strange that even 80 years later, nobody can fully explain it. But to really understand why what she saw was so weird, we need to back up about 5 hours on the same day to about 6 a.m. at a military base just north of where Ida was seeing this blimp.
Yeah.
And so at 6 a.m. at this military base, that particular blimp that Ida would later see was at this military base on the ground, and some Navy pilots and mechanics were preparing the blimp for a routine mission out over the San Francisco Bay to look for Japanese submarines. The intended path
It does.
was it would leave the base, and the pilot would take it over the famous Golden Gate Bridge, and then it would travel 28 miles to the west to the Farallon Islands. And then from there, the pilot would go 20 miles to the north to a peninsula called Point Reyes, and then from there, the pilot would head south along the coastline all the way back to base. This whole mission profile was scheduled to take about 4 hours. The pilots for this mission were going to be a 27-year-old Navy lieutenant named Cody, and a 34-year-old officer named Charles Adams.
I don't think they did, but
and both of them were very experienced pilots. They had done missions like this
We had to
times
see,
before.
but that's
this was going to
early
be
guess.
a very routine
They ain't
mission.
coming back, bro.
And then also, in addition to those two pilots, there would be a Navy
And that
mechanic
woman killed him.
who would join the two pilots in case there was any malfunctions with the blimp.
You jumped the gun really
And so
quick,
everything was
dog.
going to plan with this blimp that morning. There was nothing unusual about this mission.
Gotta get the
But right
info.
as the two pilots and the mechanic were literally getting inside of the gondola to begin this mission, Lieutenant Cody looked down at the control panel inside the blimp, and he noticed the blimp was way heavier than it should have been. Now, you have to understand that the level of rigor that went into preparing these blimps for flight was really intense. I mean, they were weighing every little thing that was put inside of this blimp because it was a really important part of flying these blimps, understanding how heavy it was. And so for this to be too heavy just made no sense. And so at first, Cody and Adams began like tapping on the control panel, thinking maybe the panel itself was malfunctioning, and if they hit it hard enough, the little ticker would go back to a normal weight.
Hey guys, it's not working.
Hitting the panel, it still showed it was too heavy.
Guys.
And so they flagged over the mechanic, who was going to be joining them on the flight anyways. And the mechanic looked and kind of thought for a second, and then realized that day it had been very foggy, and so it was totally possible that all this extra moisture in the air had stuck to the surface of the balloon. And so collectively, that had added quite a bit of weight. I mean, this is a massive balloon, a lot of surface area, a lot of water.
Crazy.
Now, this was not some crisis. At worst, this was an inconvenience. Basically, they had to wait until this moisture kind of burned off once the sun came out, and then they could fly a blimp. But Cody and Adams, they just didn't feel like waiting. This mission was so routine, so simple, they'd done it so many times. And so Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams decided that the easiest and fastest solution to this problem was simply to tell the mechanic who was going to come with them on this mission to not come with them. Without his weight inside of the gondola, even with this extra moisture in the blimp, it wouldn't matter. The blimp would still be light enough to fly with just the two pilots on board. The mechanic didn't care, so he hopped off, and then Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams...
Yeah, but now what if something happens?
And sure enough, when they looked at the control panel, the blimp was ready to go. It was light enough. And so Lieutenant Cody fired up the blimp's engines, and just after 6 a.m. that morning, Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams lifted off the ground and began their routine mission. About an hour later, at 7:38 a.m., Lieutenant Cody radioed back to air control, saying that so far the patrol had been totally routine, everything was going smoothly, they hadn't seen any Japanese submarines or anything out of the ordinary, and also Lieutenant Cody said they were positioned just east of the Farallon Islands, which meant they were exactly on course, and really everything did seem to be going exactly to plan.
Good.
But
So far, so
4
good.
minutes later,
4
Lieutenant
minutes.
Cody
Okay.
radioed back again to air control, and he said they had just spotted an oil slick down on the water. So basically, picture from their perspective, they saw that gleaming oil sitting on top of the ocean. And so at the time, this often signaled that below the surface of the water, under this oil slick, was a submarine. So this is like a telltale sign that the Japanese could be right here. So Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams told Air Control that they were going to descend in the blimp down to the water and fully investigate this oil slick, and then they'd report back. This last transmission happened at 7:50 a.m. A few minutes later, a fishing boat named the Daisy Gray was gliding slowly through the water just east of the Farallon Islands, when all of a sudden the captain, who's looking straight ahead, he turned the boat and he happened to see straight ahead of him this massive blimp, the same blimp Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams were in, descending very quickly through the clouds down towards the water. And remember, this was a pretty cloudy day, and so really this blimp kind of came out of nowhere, and this fishing boat captain was very aware that anytime blimps were out over the water, that was because they were looking for enemy submarines. And this captain realized he was heading right now straight in the direction of wherever this blimp was descending towards. And so the captain looked out ahead, and he saw that big oil slick on top of the water, maybe 100 yards away from him. And so he put it together that, oh my gosh, this blimp is going to that slick. That means there's an enemy submarine basically right there. And so in a panic, the fishing boat captain called to his crew to pull in the fishing nets, and he turned the wheel as fast as he could, and he hit the accelerator, doing everything he could to get away from this blimp. Because he knew that typically what happened when a blimp came down and actually found a submarine is they sometimes dropped bombs on the submarine. I mean, this is warfare. Yep. And so the fishing boat captain is getting away as fast as he can, and as soon as he's turned around, he looked back. He saw the blimp was now about 30 feet over the water, and someone inside the gondola was now leaning out over the side, and they dropped two things directly into the water, into that oil slick. And then seconds later, these huge plumes of smoke were coming out of the water. The person had just dropped some flares, basically marking where this submarine was. And so now the captain knew, okay, it's a submarine, and the next thing is very likely going to be a bomb. Like a depth charge is going to be dropped right there. And so again, the captain's just speeding his way as fast as he can, hoping that if they do drop a bomb, it doesn't affect him and his crew. And so after making it another couple 100 feet away from this blimp, the captain again turned around, expecting to see this blimp still hovering where it was, because again, they had just dropped flares. They're preparing to do something major right there. But now, when the captain turned around, he saw the blimp was no longer hanging out over the water. The blimp was now rocketing back up into the clouds, like as fast as it possibly could. And before long, the blimp was gone. It disappeared into the clouds. And there had been no bomb dropped. I mean, nothing really happened beyond marking the water. So it was like, what's going on with this blimp?
Marking it for someone to come back with the actual, maybe they didn't have the bomb on them.
Some of you might know that before I became a professional, strange, dark, and mysterious storyteller, I was in the military.
You were?
And while I was in the military, I definitely had some pretty wild experiences all around the world. But to be honest, what I remember most about my time in service was not any of my own exploits, but rather it was the insane stories I heard.
Like he's doing a storytelling tour, he's going around.
Keep in mind, military service members are sent to some of the most isolated, desolate, inhospitable places in the world, and many times borderline paranormal things happen in these places. Think being out in the middle of the ocean, absolutely nothing around, and seeing lights popping up in the sky and coming out of the ocean, and seeing figures up on the mountains wandering around where there shouldn't be any people. I mean, there are insane stories out there from service members, but many of them are not necessarily told in the public. They're kind of kept within the military. It's kind of part of military lore. And the Wartime Stories YouTube channel that I mentioned at the top of this episode, well, Luke Lamanna, the military veteran, he goes out and finds these totally bizarre stories from service members from all over the world, and he tells those stories on his YouTube channel. That is the premise of Wartime Stories. And if that piques your interest, well, you're in luck, because not only can you right now go check out the Wartime Stories YouTube channel,
that's actually kind of fire,
but also I personally hand-selected Wartime Stories.
He's doing good, man.
All in Studios umbrella, and we have collaborated to make a brand new weekly podcast, the official Wartime Stories podcast, which is available right now. So, at the end of today's video, I'm going to play the trailer for the Wartime Stories podcast right at the end of this YouTube video, and then after you listen to that, Go look up the Wartime Stories podcast on any podcast platform.
Okay.
It's free. All you have to do is look up Ballin Studios and you'll find
Oh,
Wartime
listen, I
Stories
got
that
some of
way.
everything.
Or you can direct search for Wartime Stories. Click on it, follow them, and give them a listen. It's an amazing weekly show with new episodes coming out every
You wanna
single
get
Monday.
spooked
It's
at-
going to be
at the
awesome.
gig?
Make sure you stick around
I
till
got
the
you.
end of this
You wanna get
episode to hear
spooked
that trailer.
at the crib?
Okay?
I got
That's
you.
the story.
At the wedding, I got you.
Got you. That's funny though. You need people like that.
Meanwhile, back at Air Control, the
I
last
need to
thing
think
they
about
heard
myself
from
like that as
Lieutenant
kind of
Cody
like
was,
that guy.
hey, we see this oil slick down below.
Just don't
We're
have
going
the
to
opportunities
investigate,
these guys
and we'll
have.
radio back when we're done. And so Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams, they had clearly descended down to the water because that fishing boat saw it happen. But then after they rocketed back up to the clouds for some reason, they never radioed back to Air Control. And so Air Control is waiting and waiting. They're not hearing back from Lieutenant Cody or Officer Adams. And finally, they began hailing the two pilots to say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, guys,
You said you
hello?
were going to investigate. What'd you find? What happened? But they could not get in touch with Lieutenant Cody or Officer Adams. And so eventually, after enough time had passed and they still had not heard from these pilots, Air Control sent 2 seaplanes out to that area east of the Farallon Islands to find the blimp and make sure the blimp was okay. But when the
it's
seaplanes
okay.
got out there, they couldn't find the blimp
Yeah,
anywhere. I mean, they
I
flew
don't-
all over the place doing
think
wider and
it's
wider
okay, guys.
circuits. There was no sign
it
of the
don't
blimp.
sound like it.
And when they looked down at the water
Yeah.
in the same area where Lieutenant Cody had called out that slick and where that fishing boat had also seen the slick, well, the slick was gone or the seaplanes just couldn't see the oil slick. But the seaplanes stayed on station in that area near the Farallon Islands for another 2 hours, just flying all over
I
the
mean,
place,
they-
kind of
they
hoping to
looked.
eventually see this
They
blimp.
were looking.
And eventually they would. At about 10:30 a.m. that morning, one of the seaplanes spotted the blimp way high in the sky. Like,
Oh, God.
way higher than any blimp would ever go. It is dangerously high, and it
Oh,
was
God.
way off course. But when these 2 seaplane pilots began flying towards the blimp to get eyes on the pilots inside of this blimp, Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams, well, when they got close enough, the blimp just began rapidly descending, like it was trying to avoid being seen by these seaplanes. And in fact, the blimp descended so quickly that it dropped below the cloud cover, and the seaplanes, they couldn't move that quickly. They had to do a big track to turn back around and try to go lower again. But once they got below the clouds to find this blimp, the blimp was gone. It basically had vanished. And so the seaplane pilots called back to Air Control, and they're like, I don't know what's
bro.
going on with this blimp. But it's
What is
way
it?
off
These people-
course.
something's going on with
It's
buddies.
sky.
We gotta-
It's somewhere down
Bro.
below, but we can't find it.
These buddies are
We gotta
fired,
get
by
in
the
touch
way.
with Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams. There's obviously something wrong. But Air Control would try over and over again
We
to
gotta
get
get-
in touch
we-
with
we-
these
we- we
pilots,
knew
but
blimp
neither
buddies.
Cody nor Adams ever responded.
Two
They
more
had just gone
blimp buddies.
totally radio
Two more
silent.
blimp buddies.
And at the same time, this
You wanna
chaos
sign
with this
up?
blimp is
You and me?
happening, Ida Ruby, the woman at the beginning
as long
of the
as we don't
story,
go back in
riding her
time.
horse on that dirt path
No,
near the
we're-
beach
no,
just
no,
south of San
yeah,
Francisco,
no.
and she looked out over the water and she saw that blimp. And so Ida Ruby, she stops, she raises her binoculars, and she looks at this blimp. And after she focuses her binoculars,
And then
she
on the side, it
realizes
has to
there's
say blimp
obviously
buddies.
something wrong with this blimp. The actual balloon portion of the blimp, which said Navy on it, had collapsed so much in the middle that you couldn't even read the word Navy. It was all crumpled together because,
Hey,
again,
that
the
was a
balloon
real
was like
photo of-
deflated. And also she saw
Oh, is it?
that this
Oh,
blimp
of a
appeared
different
to just
one?
be kind of listing, as if the wind was blowing it, and it was not being directed by the pilots inside. And this blimp appeared to be getting blown directly towards Ida. And so she lowered her binoculars and she looked out with her naked eye, and sure enough, this crumpled up blimp that was still afloat, but clearly was not doing too well, was getting closer and closer and closer to her. And as it was getting lower and lower to the ground, and she's starting to worry it's going to smash into her.
Hey, you better move.
Right as this blimp was about to pass basically right over her head, she raised her binoculars one more time, and she got a clear look inside of the gondola where Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams would have been. Now, Ida Ruby has no idea who's supposed to be inside of this blimp and who isn't, or even what they're doing, but she definitely recalled exactly what she saw inside of that gondola, and that's the thing that has troubled everybody for so many years. Because what she saw was 3 people inside of that gondola. And if you recall, that gondola only ever contained 2 people. It was Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams. But now, Ida Ruby is looking up, and clear as day, there are 3 people in that gondola. Even though at no point was there 3 people. It didn't leave with 3. It didn't come down and take more people on board. It made no sense that there were 3 people inside of that gondola. Again, Ida Ruby wouldn't have known that, but when that information got passed, this was like, how could that be? And so after seeing the 3 men inside of this blimp, Ida lowered her binoculars and watched in horror as this deflated blimp drifted just above her, you know, like practically arm's length above her, and careened over the cliffs behind her.
She should have tried to touch it.
Into the ground.
She should have tried to touch it.
Later, Ida began hearing sirens going off in Daly City, which was located right behind her. That was the nearest town. And so as the blimp came in for a crash landing in Daly City, it scraped across a couple of residential rooftops and hit a couple power lines before kind of coming to a stop in the middle of the street. Now, the blimp didn't like explode or catch on fire or anything. It just kind of crumpled to the ground and nobody got out of it. It just kind of stopped and it was there right in the middle of the street. And very quickly, first responders rushed to this blimp because there have been so many reports of this deflated blimp looking like it was about to crash. And so they had been tracking it, and here it was. And so they ran up to this blimp. But at some point, one of the first responders ran up to the gondola itself where the door was slightly open, and they opened it up, hoping to find there would be some survivors inside.
Anybody?
But when he looked inside at this relatively small space, there was nobody in there. And there was no sign that anybody had been in there. There was no blood or anything. It was just an empty gondola. But remember, minutes before, not even, Ida Ruby had clearly seen 3 people inside of that gondola.
What do we know about
to
Ida?
Go from 3 people to none in the space of like, you know, a couple hundred feet.
Does she like do
everybody's watching this thing
hallucinogenics?
coming
Does she
to crash
smoke a lot
land
of
in Daly
weed?
City. Like, where could they have gone? And even weirder
was she
was
just
when
a
they
regular
looked
old
inside
girl?
of the gondola, they
Did she
discovered
really
that
see
basically
3
everything was
people?
functioning
They
perfectly
did
fine.
exactly.
It was
See,
unclear
exactly.
how it became deflated.
How does she know it was
because
3
again,
people?
all the controls inside of this thing were working
But then where did the other
fine,
2
and
go,
also,
I
like,
guess,
the
that were supposed
parachutes
to be
were
in
still
there?
inside of this gondola.
There's
Like, if you're
supposed to be
gonna jump
somebody
out,
in there,
you
right?
need a
There was
parachute.
somebody, right? Yeah.
They were in here. And also,
Now
the
they
whole
sent it off to
inside
nobody.
of the gondola.
Yeah, they
It was
sent
like
it off
there
to
was
nobody.
nothing
They
wrong
all,
with
it
the
was too
blimp.
heavy.
And so this whole
Each of them
situation made
thought that they
no
were the
sense.
guy getting
The
off.
Navy would launch an
And so
exhaustive
nobody got on.
investigation into what happened with
We
this
solved
blimp.
it.
And the only explanation the Navy came up with was, well, it looks like Officer Adams and Lieutenant Cody just fell out of the blimp at the exact same time and they disappeared into the ocean. However, both pilots were wearing life preservers and would not have taken those off. That was like absolutely 101 for being a pilot of one of these blimps. And so they would have had these life preservers on, and even if they had fallen out and perished, they would have floated to the surface, or if they landed on land, they would have likely been found. I mean, the entire route they had been on was heavily scrutinized and searched, but the bodies were never found. And then also, the Navy could not explain how Ida Ruby clearly saw 3 people absolutely, like 100 feet away from her, inside of that gondola.
Again, what do we know
she had
about
no
Ida
reason to
Ruby?
lie about that. She was just saying, yeah, I looked up, saw 3 people, saw it crash into Daly City. She
If it
didn't know
happened
there was
really
supposed
fast,
to be 2
you know what I
people.
mean?
Like, she was just calling what she saw. But the Navy had no explanation.
Call it like I see
And
it, guys.
even years
Yeah,
that
she
called
called
it
it
like
like
a
that, yeah.
empty
She
blimp
called it
crash
like
in
she
Daly
seen it.
City.
Call it-
It's been
no,
dubbed
hey, you
the
gotta
ghost
respect that.
blimp
Yeah.
story, and loads of theories.
I still need some
circulate
more data
what
about Ida.
happened. Some
You
people
know?
say that
I
you know
don't-
the reason there was
trying to figure out
extra weight
who
at
she
the
is.
beginning of the mission profile at 6 a.m. was not because of moisture on the balloon,
What
but
was it?
because there had to have been maybe a stowaway somewhere
Oh,
in the
possible.
blimp, and then after takeoff, you know, they jumped down into the gondola, and maybe they were responsible for whatever happened.
Was it a
to the pilots
Japanese
and
stowaway
why they
that killed him?
crashed,
Huh?
But it doesn't explain what happened to those 3 people. What happened to the
I thought about
stowaway?
that.
What happened to Lieutenant Cody and Officer Adams'
Yeah,
body?
right.
We don't know. Other theories
There
include
was
that
no
maybe Lieutenant Cody
guys.
and Officer Adams were
There's
somehow
no guys.
captured by the Japanese, and some other people say, you know, maybe Cody and Adams were abducted by aliens. But as far-fetched as
Just
these
that one
theories
sounds
might
a little
seem,
sketchy in this
the
one,
truth
but-
is, we really have no idea what happened on that ghost blimp.
No, we don't. I guess. I guess not.
No, we don't.
Okay, that's the end of today's
Fair
story.
enough,
And
but,
now
like-
here is the official trailer for the Wartime Stories
I still need to know
podcast.
more about Ida,
And after you
you know
listen
what
to
I'm
it, be sure to go find the Wartime Stories
I just wanna
podcast
know what
on any
happened to the
podcast
guys.
platform. Give them a follow.
Any
and tune
guy.
in
Are we
every
sure?
Monday for a brand
True.
new episode.
Yeah, true. I do want to
Enjoy
know what
the
happened to like the first 2 guys. Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck is? What is happening?
What kind of stories come to mind when you hear the term war? Stories of
Oh, we got a
courage
story
under
like
fire,
this, huh?
daring accounts of espionage,
Oh, this is
or
cool. I
despicable
like this.
crimes against humanity.
True, these are stories which no doubt permeate the forefront of our minds
It
when it
sounds
comes
pretty
to
good.
war.
Cool.
But in and amongst the many anecdotes and legends born out of military service, from the gruesome front lines in foreign lands to the peacetime garrison back on home soil, did you know that there were other kinds of stories?
Like I said, he got something
the
for
kinds of
everybody,
stories
for
that are
real.
whispered ever so quietly among the disciplined ranks of
He's
military
building up a nice
personnel. Experiences that often go
Set of
unreported
podcasts
because,
under his production
well,
company.
who among their commanding officers would believe them? Stories of unexplained mysteries, of terrifying creatures that hide deep in unexplored regions, encounters with entities that were thought to exist only in legends,
Might have to listen to a
testimonies
couple
that
of these
indicate
tonight.
we are not alone in the universe, and supernatural encounters that make a man question the nature of life and death.
Oh my God.
Who said that?
Whoa. That was almost
My
a
name is
clown.
Luke Lamanna. I'm a Marine Corps reconnaissance veteran with a few strange experiences. And when I became a civilian again, I found myself going down the proverbial rabbit hole.
Ah,
I
got it.
became
I did.
obsessed with finding these kinds of stories
I knew what he was gonna
and
say,
getting to the
dude.
root of them. And now, I'm going to share them with you.
Oh,
From
thanks.
Ballin Studios, this is Wartime Stories, a new, immersive weekly podcast that is a mix of horror, mystery, and awe-inspiring tales, where the strange, dark, and mysterious meets the battlefield and beyond. Follow and listen to Wartime Stories now, wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Monday.
Tight.
Pretty sweet.
Alright, so boom, about
here's this one.
176 of y'all sent me an email of this video, and it's absolutely crazy. Mans
Oh,
gets
God.
put to sleep, gets his left arm broken, and the official waits about 6 seconds before calling the fight off. Put him in prison immediately. Run that back. It looked as if
Oh, run
homie
it
was attempting to
back.
tap out before the arm bar was activated, but at this very moment, he was put to sleep. Mans was so far deep in a sleep, he didn't even feel the arm being broken. Look at the concern on the face of his opponent, staring at the referee like, why you didn't stop this fight? Where was this man's corner? Why was the towel not thrown? Why was
we
the
have to watch that
referee
again.
letting
I
this
don't
man
wanna.
get choked
I don't
out
wanna
and
do it.
arm broken
I
like
wanna-
this? I don't know how long
nope,
he was
I'm
in
not
this
watching
choke,
it
but the
again. I'm not watching it again. I'm not watching him get his arm broke again.
Gosh.
That's insane.
moment was unassigned.
I'm skipping
They
that
need
one.
to
I'm
hit
sorry.
Hi-ya!
I'm
This
sorry.
dude's even worse.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Now go kill him.
Hi-ya!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, dude, call the fight. Ref. Jesus Christ.
That's enough. That's enough.
Stop hitting.
Ref, call the fight. Ref. He's literally got his back to it. Like, I don't.
Come here. Damn it.
Insane.
I need you to understand, this man didn't throw a
It's a beating
single
of a
counter
lifetime,
strike
man.
for 30 seconds, getting lit up
Good
with
Lord.
punches and knees, and for whatever reason, the official never stopped the fight. I'm not just sure.
Just
I'm
let it
HIV
happen.
positive. The referee must have put money on a finish for this fight. Homie is clearly incoherent,
Like, you
unable
good,
to
you good,
even
you
stand
good.
still,
That
but
guy-
somehow was on the receiving
You
end of a
good.
50-piece combo before this gray-haired AARP collecting motherfucker ended the fight. This
That
is
was
the kind
crazy.
of stuff that only happens in your dreams or on the rookie easiest difficulty
It's
in
over
whatever
right
fighting
there.
game you happen to own.
That shit was-
Transmog
that was-
refied his opponent into a CPU
That last one was-
NPC,
ugh.
looking like
Dude,
practice
that dude
mode.
just-
Had him out there.
if I'm
looking
the
like
other
a
fighter, I
punching
don't.
bag. Turned
Why?
him into an
Why
incel's
do
penis with
that
an
to his arm?
OnlyFans subscription. He's getting
Talk
beat.
about that last
Beat
one.
the
I
beat.
can't.
Homie caught more
I
hands
can't.
and knees than the carpet in a
Why would
mosque
you
during
break his arm? He's
Ramadan.
out. He's done.
He
Just
got
don't break his
absolutely
arm.
beat up in the ring, but thanks to today's video sponsor, he won't
Oh,
get
there you
his
go.
private information beat up on the net.
And now a word from our sponsors.
What if I told you data brokers are selling your private information
was
online?
fun. I don't know.
Don't believe
That
me?
was-
Ever received phone calls from random numbers,
so mad
robocalls,
at the
and you're
ref.
wondering to yourself, how did they get my number?
Ben in the
Or
chat
perhaps
just
you
he hasn't
Google yourself
commented
online.
since
Search
then.
it right
Randomly,
now.
all of a
Your
sudden he
private
says,
information
"Me to
popping up?
GME this
Sound
weekend, no
familiar?
doubt."
Let me help you find a solution with today's video sponsor, Orb. Data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and others who want to learn more about you, like where you live. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit an opt-out request on your
Crack, he gonna have
behalf.
his hands
Brokers
up
are
like,
legally required to remove
gonna
your
just like
info
Bo.
if you ask them to, but they make it super hard
God.
to do. Let
Yeah, I'll
Aura
be
handle
exactly.
that for you. And I can't
Dude, I
stress
still
enough how
can't
much
believe
of a
that shit.
godsend Aura
God
has
damn
been
it,
for me.
man.
Because I used
He
to
just was
receive
choked out.
nonstop
Just his
spam
arm
calls
snapped.
on
He just
both
let it
my
go. I
phones.
hate that
But
shit.
not anymore because Aura got him up out of here. Over the course of the past
horrible,
decade and a
man.
half, we've seen countless individuals have their private information leaked, their
Damn it,
stuff
Chisel, I
hacked
didn't get a chance
into.
to skip this 'cause
Please
I was
do not let this be
typing.
you.
Come
So
on,
do
shorten
yourself
it up,
and
shorten it
your
up.
family members a favor and prevent these data brokers from exposing your private information by clicking the link in my description, heading over to aura.com/ChiselAdonis and starting your free 2-week trial to see if they have your information exposed. That's aura.com/ChiselAdonis and start your free 14-day trial and protect your private information.
Appreciate it,
Let
buddy.
them know I said.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
No more arms.
And just when I thought it was over, I received a message on Discord that sent me a compilation of some of the worst stoppages in the history of mixed martial arts.
what is
Look at
happening?
man's left arm. It's broken between his opponent's legs, flopping around like a flaccid penis. What the hell was the referee looking at? Take a look at the damage. Now man's got to get a prosthetic. But it gets worse. Anytime
No,
you see
please
a
don't.
man
I don't
attempt
wanna-
to go into the fetal position in the midst of
I don't
a
wanna
fight,
see
you should
freaking-
call it right there. Look at him on the ground. Got him looking like he's struggling to
I don't
find
wanna
a
see
place
more
to sleep
broken
on a
shit, though.
non-Tempur-Pedic mattress.
It's not my
Why
favorite
was it
these
not
days.
called 10 seconds ago? Then to make matters worse, the referee didn't even call it off. He let the round come to a close. I would hope there was some form of disciplinary action for these officials, because how does it get this bad? At this point, fighters
Dude.
might as well carry a white flag into the
Upsetting.
octagon with
Dude.
them.
Falcon punch.
And it's not over?
Would see this fight is over, but did the referee stop it?
Herb! That's Herb, isn't that
There
Herb?
would have to be immediate
Damn,
homicide at the
Herb.
conclusion of this fight. Left hand won him the fight. He laying there like a
Dean.
freshly thrown penalty flag in
He's like,
football, but for whatever
hit
reason,
him.
Herb Dean ain't ended. They legitimately both did not move for 2
Yeah, they
straight
both were
seconds.
just
How
chill.
is the
Like, he's
fight
like,
not
we're
over?
not- we're
I
good.
thought they
The
was
strike
doing the
is out,
mannequin
right?
challenge. The fuck he doing?
You have a vagina.
I remember watching this years ago and wondering why they let Bigfoot catch about 5 unprotected blows after it was clear the fight was over. Much respect to Nelson, because if you're not going to officiate right, how about you catch a boot to your gluteus minimus? What you thought this was? More fighters need to do this to the officials if they're
real.
not going to do their job, especially if they just so happen to be friends. All right, put your stomach away, brother. If this isn't an entry into the Kumite, I don't know what is. Look how many unprotected blows to the back of the head man's got caught with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get him ready for disability.
It's my turn.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Jesus!
Damn.
Shockwave elbow turned this man into a day walker. Now look at him on the ground getting his face fucked. Look at the blood on the ground. No doubt in my mind, his eye socket gotta be shattered. Forget stitches. Get that man a head transplant. Remember when Khabib almost killed the man?
That's funny, though. Oh, God, Jesus. Stop. Khabib, chill.
If that's not an exorcism, I don't know what is.
Almighty push.
This dude don't even need to get hit. He's clearly lost his equilibrium. Homie can't even stand still, let alone guard. Look at his footing.
I blocked it.
Doing the bachata by default, but for whatever reason, the referee still ain't stopped the fight. What kind of bloodlust they got going on in this promotion?
Let's
Do this.
Spit on that thing, you get me? Spit on that thing, you get
That's
me?
Brock
Dude on
Lesnar,
the
isn't it?
ground submitting his application to join the small group of people who got jumped by one person. Straight elbows and punches to the face.
It's just one guy.
Nothing but hammer fist, looking like he's jerking the air off and finishing on the top of your face.
Oh, good. This guy's, he's done, bro.
Dead.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Now it's time for the Kumite.
Fire!
Almighty push.
Get in there,
Did you say kumite?
Puck. Do it.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Brownie just got executed. Look at the right hands. If the official stopped it right here, Mans would have still been with us. But instead, three-piece activated the 10-bell salute. I never seen somebody fall into their own grave since the movie Casino. Derek Lewis sent that man to the shadow realm. He gonna need a medic. Somebody please call that goddamn EMT.
You should have let that, bro.
Now go kill him.
I don't know why you
Finish him.
That shit is hilarious. Hawk
Snake, are you okay?
Snake?
I love you, Pookie, forever.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Hawk 2. There it is. I knew it. I knew he was going to throw one more.
Hit the subscribe button.
I fucking
And become a member
knew
on
it.
Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord.
I knew he was going to throw one more. Hawk 2.
Do it! Make your dreams come true! Please! Please!
Oh my
gotta
god.
cut mines.
Oh my god.
That's the perfect way to go out too.
Oh my god. Hawk 2.
Guns up.
Yeah, guns up. For that chick specifically. Hawk